So the Bible say that God requires of us something, right? You know how most people say, all you got to do is believe on Jesus. But guess what? You can't just believe on Jesus. You got to do something. Because when he come here, he going to judge you by something. He said he going to open 2 books. He said one book going to be of your life and the other book going to be what he told us to do. So he going to compare them 2 books and guess what's going to happen?
I'm a warrior. They know I'm a prophet. I'm a warrior. They know we don't profit. I'm a warrior. They know I'm a prophet. I'm a warrior. Who want war with us? Hey, hold up, wait a minute. Who that say they in it?
Verse 27. Because our job is to let our people know that they the Israelites according to the Bible. Did you know that?
I knew that.
How'd you know that?
Well, I've heard about the 12 tribes of Judah.
Mm-hmm. It's the 12 tribes of Israel, actually. See on that sign right there? Let me go over here. I'm trying to see if my mic long enough. All right, check it out. See on this sign right here, right? It say the 12 tribes of Israel, right? So which one are you? Because on this side is what the other people call us. But on this side right here is what God called us. So which one are you?
American Black.
You're American Black. So that means you're from the tribe of Judah, right? That's one of the most powerfulest tribes ever. Guess who's from the tribe of Judah? Yep, you're right, man. So now you know that you're from the tribe of Judah. Check this out. Read that in John chapter 10, verse 27. Read.
The book of John, chapter 10, verse 27. My sheep hear my voice.
So that's the reason why you came. You heard what we was talking about, and you like, man, I got to find out the good news of who I am according to the Bible. And you know how we know that we the Jews of the Bible, but read that. Finish that out. Read it.
And I know them, and they follow me.
So the Bible, Jesus Christ said that, because what color is that writing, my brother?
Red.
So if it's in red, that means Jesus spoke it. So he said that if you hear what he's saying right here, you gonna come and want to listen. You know what I mean? And when you look around, you see it ain't a lot of God's sheep out here. A lot of our sheep lost. And that's where we at today. So a matter of fact, go to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. This is how we get lost. Because we wasn't doing what God say. Do black people do what God say? This is how you know we the people of the book. Because we don't do nothing the Bible say. Right, hey, you go to church, right?
No, I don't.
You don't? But when you did, have you ever been to church?
Yes, I have.
So when you go to church, do they even preach anything out the Bible?
Yes, that's the church I like to go to.
Okay, so...
That's one of the reasons why I don't have a church home.
Okay.
A lot of churches I have became a member of.
Yeah.
They about that almighty dollar.
Yep. And what else, man? What else you see in the churches too?
It's a lot of hypocrisy.
Uh-huh.
And it's something that one of the apostles spoke about that is going to happen in the church.
Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff happening. Yep, that's right. Hey, check it out. A lot of stuff happening in the church. Want to know why that happened? Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So you remember what I said, black people hard-headed as I don't know what. Just like the pastor, right? Do he hearken to what God say? Because how often do you see a pastor getting in trouble?
Pastors are human too. They sin too.
Yeah, but check it out. As a leader, do you supposed to be doing that?
No.
Okay, then.
If you call to be a shepherd,
right,
then you should be filled with the Spirit.
Right.
And set the right example for your sheep.
Right. I'm glad you said that, man. But read on. Hey, finish reading it.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now look at black people. We scratching at the bottom. We fight. We begging for jobs from people that brought us here as slaves, right? And you had said something earlier. You said that they got to have the spirit on them. Give me the spirit of God. John 6:63. So you got to have the spirit of God if you up there in the pulpit. You know, right? The spirit of God.
The enemy is gonna. I don't like to say his name, but he's gonna attack from every angle.
Who is the enemy though? Is the question. Huh?
Lucifer.
Okay, we're gonna find out who the enemy is. Check it out. We're gonna find out, but read that. We finna read who the spirit, what the spirit of the Lord is. Read that.
John chapter 6, verse 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I spake unto you, they are spirit, and they are life.
So the words that God speak to us is the commandments of God. Just like in Malachi 2 and 7, it said, if you got the knowledge of God, that's what you're supposed to speak. You're supposed to be telling people, thou shalt not. You know what I mean? Like I say, thou shalt not steal. There are pastors stealing from people every single day, bruh. You know, they taking everything from black folks in the neighborhood. Why you think we scratching at the bottom? Black folks up there scratching for dollars, begging the white man for a job for one, and then they work you down till you can't do nothing else. Hey, they done worked me down so bad that I can't even work no more, bruh. Hey, have you ever seen Django where that brother was up in the tree and he said, hey boss, I can't do it no more. That's how most black folks get worked down. And they say you gotta work to 65 because they're expecting you to die. That's the reason why they do that stuff. But we finna find out who the devil is according to the Bible, because they lied to all us black folks. They lied to you, they lied to me. I was in the church. You know what I mean? I was in the church deep, bro. I was making songs for the pastor and everything. But check this out, Revelation 2:9. So you said you wanna, do you know who the devil is according to the Bible?
Repeat that question.
Do you know who the devil is? The devil is your enemy.
He's a fallen angel.
Okay. Okay. Is he a human being though?
No.
Okay.
But God is going to allow him to come back.
Okay.
As
okay. Okay. But we're going to find out who the devil is. Because there's some people here who rule this earth right now. Who rule this earth?
You know? Who rule this earth?
Yeah. What color is the people that
white,
rule?
The Caucasian, the European, the British.
Okay. So the white man, right? That's what we call him. He really ain't white. What color is he to you? What is his skin color?
I don't know what color.
It's pink, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you said that the devil is a red devil, right? Read that. Revelation 2:9.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation.
So he talking about us, right? Because we catch hell every single day as black people. You look around, we scratching at the bottom, and every time a bill come around, we like, oh man, I thought I was going to be able to save some money, and your bank account empty. So it's some people that's doing this to us. Because at one time, we didn't have to go buy no dollars like these people. We had to go by their credit score and everything. Because if you want to buy a house, guess what you got to have? Good credit. Who give out good credit? What's the people that give out good credit to you? What color are they? Right. You ain't got to whisper it, bro. There's brothers out here. Read it.
And poverty, but thou art rich.
So the Bible say we rich because we got the commandments. The Lord gave us the commandments to his seed, Jacob. Them 12 tribes right there. That's why we rich right there. That's why we rich. Read that.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
So who say they Jews today?
The people living in Israel.
Right, but are they the real Jews?
Apparently not.
That's why Jesus said that. He actually said it twice, and it's numerous times in he said it. But read that again.
I know thy works and thy tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
The damn devil.
Synagogue of Satan.
That mean they the devil. Hey, read
Israel right now.
Yeah, them the ones over there now. Read Revelation 3:9. Check this out. He had to repeat it because he knew that black folks weren't gonna listen. He like, yeah, man, black people ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying. So I got to say it again to make them listen, to let people know that the white man is definitely the devil. Right. That's the honest God truth. We always trying to say the devil all the time. Them the only folks that put us through persecution. Right. Why black folks got to march all the time? A black man, hey, my brother, come over here, man, come on. Oh, okay. Hey, why a black man got to march in a city, you know, when a white man killed him? Why we got to march and tell them that we men? Why black folks got to do that? We shouldn't have to do that. But read on.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie.
So the Bible said them people are some liars. They shouldn't be doing that. He said it twice. Christ said it twice. He was like, hey man, I'm gonna tell you, them folks the devil. because they was gonna put you through persecution. Hey, give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Because they are enemies too. Believe it or not, they are enemies. They enemies to them brothers right there. See that brother just got out the car? They enemies to them too. Right. They got ICE picking these brothers up for no reason. These brothers trying to work. They trying to support their family. Right. But yet, who is the people that's doing this? Right, check it out, read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So the Bible says we was gonna serve them. What we doing today? We kings and stuff, right? Black folks always yelling about their kings and queens. Why kings and queens got to work for people that don't give a damn about them? That's because we disobeyed God. Now we ain't got no hedge over us. Right. God can't protect us from these folks out here no more. He can't even protect you from the YNs that's running around in the neighborhood putting bullets in folks. Right. He can't protect you from nothing because you don't want to do what God say. But read that.
Shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
So you went in there and bought that, right? Who over those companies?
You know?
The same people that got us here, that brought us here on them darn slave ships. They the same exact people. Read that.
And then thirst.
So you got drinks in your hand right now to prove that we gotta come and buy some from a people that brought us here as slaves. And they said, yeah, we're gonna give y'all reparations. 40 acres and a mule. Did black folks ever get that? But hey, they still hollering about they want reparations. What the heck, man? This is crazy. This is madness in this place right here. Read.
And in nakedness. And in want of all things.
So the clothes on your back right now, right? You got to depend on a certain people. You got to go to the store and actually spend your money, your hard-earned money, to buy a shirt that costs about $70, $80, $200. Brothers be bragging about giving the white man all their money. Now look at the area you live over here, right? A lot of times over in this area right here, what normally go on?
Altercations. Sometimes you got shootings going on.
Right, but do that supposed to happen between brothers? Okay, so it's a way that I'm gonna let him finish, but finish reading it.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
And that's what happened to black people. That's why we fussing with each other all the time. That's why when we get close to each other, you know, we wanna get into an argument with brothers and sisters, and we cheating on our wives and running around, got extra women on the side, stuff like that. You know, that supposed to be happening in the black neighborhood? Right, it don't supposed to be happening, but it happens anyway. You want to know why? Don't nobody listen to the word of God. So that's the reason why we out here to try to fix that thing. Hey, like, look at those apartments over there, right? Who all stay in them apartments? Us. Right, hey, it's usually us or either the so-called Mexicans, because they really ain't Mexicans, they from the tribe of Issachar. Right. But anyway, in the Bible, right, it say that we was gonna be living like this. Give me Isaiah 5 and verse 8. Because it said we was gonna be living house to house just like this. And when they brought us here, we were next to each other the same exact way. Yep, hey, my brother.
I got it rhyme, man.
Okay, but let me finish this out. I'm gonna let the brother read this real quick. Tell him to hold on for a minute. Yeah, tell him to hold on for a second, man. Yeah, read that and I'm gonna try to let the brother pay attention. Yeah, Isaiah 5 and 8, that's the one that say house to house. Okay. So most of the time they have us in a place like the projects, right? Full of black folks. Black folks live in apartments, right? They got us all, they taking away section. Where you think them black people gonna go? To some more apartments. Right. So check it out, read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 8. Woe unto them that join house to house.
Woe means destruction. So black people destroyed, man. You remember I read that in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. So how do we get out of the destructive state that we in?
That's a good question.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 10 and 12. We get out of it by doing what God told us to do. Because we can't, if we ain't doing, you can't worry about the next man all the time. You got to set the example as a black man. You can't be a Negro around here. Because if you get mad at your brother or something, you can't go over there and just shoot him. So you got to start doing what the Bible say. Read that, 10 and 12.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So the Bible say that God requires of us something, right? You know how most people say, all you got to do is believe on Jesus. But guess what? You can't just believe on Jesus. You got to do something. Because when he come here, he going to judge you by something. He said he going to open 2 books. He said one book going to be of your life and the other book going to be what he told us to do. So he going to compare them 2 books, and guess what's going to happen? If you ain't do nothing that book said on the right-hand side, guess what's happening to you? Destruction. That's what's going to happen. You're going to burn forever. Jay, read that.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word